Alright, get a good look at it because it's the last time you're going to see it like this. Okay, it's the last time you will see it like that. Those are not original, by the way. Alright, let's go. Let's get this baby rolling. See how fast we can get it apart. 449. Oh, welcome to the finger tight. Yeah, it's all beautifully finger tight. Oh, look at that. Look at how easy that comes out. Beautiful. These are going to come out? Or is it going to be the same as the last? Ah-ha-ha! There we go. Please be a circuit board. I hope you're a circuit board. Please be a circuit board. Yes! Yes, it's a friggin' circuit board, baby. There we go. Alright, let's get these tuners off. Never to be installed here again. Yeah. All right, let's get sand in this thing. I got grain fillers sloppily all the way around the body, which you can apply straight to lacquer, they said, so it's okay. I don't have to fill the neck or the back of the headstock. This is all very smooth, and I don't want to lose any more of the numbers, although they're pretty deep, so that's good. So this is just going to get a light scuff before I do the color, and then that's it. Alright, it's a few hours later. I decided to come back down. I've gone ahead and sanded the whole body now. 400, nice and smooth. And we're going to go ahead and do a little sanding sealer. Alright, I got my little makeshift booth set up. I'm only doing the body. The neck and the back of the neck is completely smooth. So now this has been sanded. It's been filled with grain filler. It's been sanded again. And now I'm just going to put some sanding sealer on it. Alright, here we go. Okay, I'm going to leave that. Okay, we're on to the neck and the back of the headstock now. I'm just using steel wool just to scuff it up. I'm just trying to take the shine off of it. Every time I've used any kind of sandpaper, I always get into trouble. So this time, I'm trying just a little bit of steel wool just to scuff it up. Alright, friends. I think that's where we want it. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to just take the tape off the fingy board because I'm going to have to redo it because I only want to cover the fingerboard and not the sides of it. And I'm going to have to redo the and I'm not going to need tape on the headstock now because we are at the stage now where we want to add clear to the entire guitar. So it's an exciting stage. A little preview of what the guitar is going to look like. Ooh, we got a bit of overspray there trying to fix my mistake. That's okay. I'll be able to fix that. Yeah, I was sort of expecting a little bit of a mess up here where I had that. I was having the problem. Oh, wait a second. I told that to Instagram. I didn't tell that to you guys. I was having a problem here with bleeding from the old stain. It just wouldn't stick. The old stain kept bleeding through. And I think my tape peeled up a bit, but I am very hopeful that I'll be able to just easily scrape most of that away. In fact, this is how I normally do it. Okay, so here we are, just fixing up the headstock, getting rid of the mess I created. To two tiny little spots that won't go away. They're making me crazy, and I'm just sitting here clenching my butt cheeks saying, please don't burn through, please don't burn through, please don't burn through, please, please, please don't burn through. Please just get rid of that spot. Please just work out for me. Please just get rid of that spot. Please don't make this more painful. Please, please, please. I'm being so careful. I don't want this. Okay, that one's gone. Come on in and have a look at today's circus act. Hey, come on in and have a look at today's little sexy little circus act. There's my little spot. Being not cute. And I'm trying really hard not to burn through. Now the good thing about water is that it kind of gives you an idea when you're passing over it of whether or not you still have a divot there, because that's what clear coat's going to look like. So if you still see a little dip through the water, there's still a little dip. But I still check very often, because things appear bigger than they actually are in the mirror sometimes. And so we'll just give the rest of this little, because I threw sanding sealer on here yesterday, because I've come to realize that sanding sealer is magic. It's magic stuff, and it's very good, and you should use it. And I'm very glad that I talked to the nice fella at Oxford Supply here in Ontario, Canada, who custom makes all this stuff. It's like a family business. I talked to him a little bit over Instagram, like DMs. And he was like so helpful. He was such a nice guy. So I'm really, really happy to be using his stuff. Works really well, and if you do what you're supposed to, the results are terrific. It's almost gone. So close. No! Ooh, welcome back, folks. Welcome back to a couple of days later where I just absolutely want to cry. I want to cry about how difficult this project has been, and how it's tested every ounce of patience I have. And how it has blown up so spectacularly in my face. Oh my god, I've never had this much trouble. I've never had this much trouble. Like, I've refinished quite a few guitars now. And I feel like every time I do it, I improve a little bit, right? Still always a few little mistakes, but at some point it gets better, right? But the just nonsense I've had to go through with this guitar is like, what is even going on? What is even going on? This is just, it's making me question my sanity. I've had every kind of problem you can have. The irony of which is I have taken more precaution with this guitar than any other project to date. Look, I've taken more precaution with this one here to make sure that it turns out well. I bought all the right products. I used all the correct methods. I didn't skip steps. And yet, here I am digging garbage out of my paint and having fish eyes every... It just is making me question my sanity. And I'm ready... I'm ready to toss this thing out the window. It's like it's making me crazy. And so, I have a decision to make now. And the decision is, do I strip it all back? Like, you can see because of the way I'm lighting it here, where it's uneven and blotchy in places. I had this reaction. I'll flash up the picture hopefully here from my phone. I didn't film any of that, or I might have filmed some of it. I might have filmed my reaction of me like just having an absolute fit. But anyway, this is the result of the repair so far. And at the moment, I'm kind of stuffed for my ability to do anything because I've got to wait for more material to turn up. And it is just absolutely making me question my sanity. Like, this was going so well, and then in a minute it just went sideways so fast. So I've spent the last 3 or 4 days now just... Like, this whole side of the guitar was destroyed. It was destroyed. It was this whole entire side of the guitar. This was all the same color, and then I had a little bit of a reaction, and I touched it the wrong way, and then, like, from here all the way right down to the horn, and this was all destroyed. I had to sand this whole entire side of the guitar down. I sanded the whole guitar flat. I repainted all this white. I started to put the aged lacquer over top of it. I've run out of aged lacquer. So my plan was to sand this all back down to an even cream color, and then reapply some more aged lacquer so I get a nice even color all over it. Oh, and that's not even to tell you the trouble. Oh, what I bet I did film the trouble I had with the headstock in this corner and up here. Like, this thing has fought me every damn step of the way. And this is the repair. Like, it was atrocious. And this is just as good as I've been able to get it. And this is only sanding sealer on this here so far. So I'm confident I can get that at least to look proper. But I'm just questioning whether or not it's worth sanding all this back and trying to make it even, or if I should just leave this the way it is and let it be like an Arctic White guitar that just sort of aged differently in different spots. You know what I mean? Like a relic, but not a relic. I mean, I could relic it. I suppose I could go down that route. It's not inconceivable that I sand this all flat and smooth. And then, you know, we get some air cans, and because this is a nitro lacquer, so I could make the lacquer check. What I don't really want to do is I don't really want to spend any time destroying pristine pickup covers, and like, I hate that. I hate it. I don't want to do that. Right? So it'll look weird with brand new pristine plastic and pristine metal parts, right? Like the bridge and the saddle and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, looking at it even a day later, it doesn't look anywhere near as bad as when I left it. It looked horrific when I left it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to squeeze my way out of this one some way. But I think I'm going to end this part of the video here, where I've gotten to. And just, I don't know. I guess we'll pick up part 2 when the supplies arrive in the next few days, and I've had some time to think about what direction I want to go with this, and I think I'm already pretty positive I want to strip this back and redo the whole thing, because it's making me crazy. But I am also deeply lazy, so if there's some way that I can salvage what I've got here, I'm probably naturally more inclined to do that. Anyway, I guess there's going to be a part 2 after all. How I destroyed a perfectly new guitar. How I destroyed a perfectly fine new guitar. I think that'll be a good title for the video.